Check. 1 2 1 2. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode on Off the Square. My name is Abel. Welcome if you're new. If you've been already here, thank you so much for your support. Sometimes people ask me, hey, how do you come up with these color combinations? What is it that you see when you look at your art and you're thinking, you know, all that process of creating? I'll tell you what it is. You have to sacrifice. But today we're not talking about sacrifice, guys. Stop. Let's just jump right into today's episode. We're going to watch some videos on TikTok, and this time I want to watch art tips. Okay.
How to draw for absolute beginners. First, put your pen down and look at your subject for a moment. Drawing is an observational skill. It's not just about the hand. Now, pick up your pen, close one eye, and trace the subject simply by sight, like this. Then, trace the subject once more, but with pen on paper. Don't look down. Instead, allow your hand to simply follow your sight, like a mirror. This is called a blind contour line drawing. While your first attempts may come out something like a scribble, the line quality here has a likeness of real life. In my next video, we'll go over how to keep this quality, but straighten out the proportions. This is a 3-part series called How to Draw for Absolute Beginners. First, put your pen down.
Not bad. I love it. So what's going on here? Let's just dissect this real quick. He's coming in with the intent of, you know, capturing the bigger picture and then do some scribbling lines to make the small detail. It is a very good tip. I use it myself. I try to use that more often than not. I know that some of us out there are still struggling with, you know, how do you actually make discipline on going from the bigger picture to the small picture, especially if it's something that it's unrelated to what you're passionate about. I will have to try one day, go out in the park and draw something that is out of my interest. See how it goes.
Does your sketch always looks godly awesome, but your line art always sucks? Then don't waste your time doing an awful line art. Instead, clean your sketch. If you clean it well enough, it will look so pretty. Does your sketch...
I wonder. That's kind of interesting. It's interesting because, to be honest, I think sometimes I find myself doing that, but I've never chose to do it consciously. It's very intriguing. It's very intriguing.
You know those drawing tutorials that go like, if you want to draw a face, start with a circle, then a line down the center? Personally, I never found those helpful. Even if I follow them correctly, the heads just look like balloons. Every now and then, I practice drawing skulls from reference, and it's such satisfying work. Because even if I only spend 20 minutes drawing, I know I'm developing muscle memory around as close to the real thing as I can. It's also not as difficult and more fun than you might think, and it's a surefire way to warm up for other drawings. You know?
I don't know. What do you guys think? We're running away from like all these complexities, and this guy is throwing at us the most challenging and complex part of the face, which is the skull. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree? I would like to see the comments. Tell me, surprise me. I would like to see your guys' opinion. I don't know what to say about this one. I cannot hate him. He's putting a lot of effort and he's actually trying to sell me something that, you know, seems like it take a lot of work. He's showing it as, you know, it's easy or whatnot. I do think there is a takeaway from this, though, and probably it would be that if you go through the pains of doing this, once you start doing like actual faces, I'm pretty sure you're gonna nail, you know, all the intricate areas of the face and all this different interaction from shadows and light. I can see some good points, but at the same time, I'm like, we're off the square for a reason.
3 art techniques that made my drawings better. 1 monotone filter. The character won't stand out because the color values are too close. I use a lighter background to make her stand out more. 2, constantly flipping the canvas. This helps me make sure the proportions of my characters are good and see my drawing in another perspective. I've seen people flip their art vertically to verify their art's composition. 3. Shadow before base colors. This is how I organize my layers. Start with shading everything on white. This technique helps me keep the lighting logical. Under the shadow layer, apply the base colors. Lock the lighting and shadow layers and change them to your taste. Good luck. 3 art techniques.
There are some cool arts. There are some cool tips here. But if you actually have if you do all your arts on a software, I will 90% of the time recommend all of these tips. This one where you flip the canvas vertically, I don't know about that one. Never tried. Maybe I should. Compositions does have a very a significant impact on your final painting, like on what you're displaying. You need to have areas where you breathe and where you don't. I can see how that makes sense. The part of the shadow first and then the color, I don't know much about that. Never tried. Flipping horizontally, it's good because it helps you to make sure that everything is symmetrical. Sometimes our brains needs to look at things from different angles to actually know that everything is in the right place. In the past, I know that artists without digital means, they used to use a mirror, and that's how they flip the faces and stuff. It's just fun fact that it just came out of my mind right now. But yeah, for the most part, I like these tips. You should try it. Let's see, what am I missing? Oh, I remember now. Or your art in grayscale. If there is the main focus, it's supposed to go to the face, and the face is very dark, or it has a very strong dark hair, and then you put on the background a very dark tree, that is mostly going to affect your final product because the composition is going to be very busy, very hard to read. So grayscale, I'll give it a go. I think a lot of people have great intentions out there trying to share tips, how to be better. Please do the same. Make sure you share this video with some of your friends or anything that is useful for your art journey. Make sure you share around. There is plenty for everyone. Thank you so much. Looking forward to see your comments about what was your favorite art tips down below, and subscribe if you haven't, and hit that bell notification. Thank you so much. See you on the next adventure, guys. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. Now, if you're looking to follow more of this content, don't hesitate on click on that subscribe button, hit that bell notification for the next episode, and follow me on the other social media. I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of fun on the next adventure. And stay curious, my friends.